Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Violet, this time for the Indigo Disc DLC. Now let's see if it just activates immediately or if we have to go somewhere. Let's see as it loads in. I'm excited for this one. The last one was pretty good and judging by the trailers there seems to be a lot going on here. So I'm looking forward to that. Now let's see. Do we get a... Yes, we get a phone call just like last time. Rotototo. This is Clavel. Do I have the pleasure of speaking with Miss J? Hi, Director Clavel. My, it certainly does this old heart good to be greeted with such a lively response. Now, if I could take but a moment of your time, there is something we must discuss. Miss J, you're about to be presented with an exceptional opportunity. You already know of the Unova region's Blueberry Academy, I presume? Of course. Indeed. Tales of your school trip to Kitakami with the Blueberry cohort reached even my office. In any case, the director of Blueberry Academy happens to be an old friend of mine. And he told me that he would be delighted to host you as an exchange student at his school. I believe it would be a fine chance for you to learn even more about the world. One should always take advantage of new challenges like this, don't you think? Though I must confess, I was a bit surprised that Blueberry's director would specify you by name. Still, I think it best that you meet the man at least once to find out what he might be thinking. He is admittedly a bit of a character, but not to worry, I'll be there with you when you meet him. Once you feel ready to respond to his offer, I ask that you come by my office so we can discuss the specifics together. Now, I won't take up any more of your time. Do take care until we speak again. Okay, now where's the guy? Go to the academy, okay. So he's just in there. Okay, yeah, that's the exclamation point. Let's run to the academy. See what we can find in there, who this guy is, this director of the Blueberry Academy. And I'm excited to take a trip to Yuva. No, not Yuva. Yuva is where we're at. Blueberry Academy. There we go. Who do we have here? Oh, you should probably have an American accent. Shame I can't do one. Who do we have here? I know I've seen your face somewhere before. Who were you again? The name's Jay. Oh, that's right, you're Jay. Yes, I know you. Well then, now that you're here, let's get going. Wait just a moment, Director Cyrano. Oh, hello there, Belly. You're as lively as always. Didn't realize you were here. Of course, I'm here. As director of this academy, where else would I be? And do address me properly while students are present, would you? More importantly, what are you doing out here? I thought we had agreed to meet in my office. Did we? Must have slipped my mind. Anyway, what's it matter? This is the student, right? Well, yes, she is, but... I do apologize, Miss J. You must be terribly confused. This is Director Cyrano of Blueberry Academy. As I mentioned on the phone, he's interested in accepting you as an exchange student. Yep, that's me, Director Cyrano. Hey, did I not mention that? One look at our young friend here makes me suspect you indeed failed to clarify that point. Speaking of which, why did you request Miss J specifically to take part in your exchange program? Excellent question, Valley. It's very simple. You see, the reason is... Why did I put in that request? Oh, that's right. The school trip to Kitakami. Jay met some of my students there, didn't she? Yes. One of them was named Carmine, I believe. She's the one who recommended you. Now that I've gotten to meet you for myself, yeah, I've got a good feeling about you. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Director Cyrano. I'd just love for you to visit my school. You would be a breath of fresh air, so to speak. Well, if anything can be said about Director Serrano, it's that he has a keen eye for talent. I would be thrilled if you went to Blueberry Academy and got to know the students there, but only if you're willing to, of course. Sure. Count me in. Think of it as a chance to further expand upon your treasure hunt. I wish I could accompany Miss J, but I'm afraid I must ask you to watch over her in my stead. You will watch over her, won't you? Oh, of course. I'd never let anything happen to one of your students. I hope this experience leads you to even more you can treasure. Best of luck to you. Okay then. Just give me a holler whenever you're ready to head to my Blueberry Academy. Well, I'm ready. Are you all ready to kick off your studies abroad at Blueberry Academy? Yes. Now let's see. Great, then let's get going. Again, with this DLC, I have some old Pokemon with me, some of my regular party members, but I'm gonna try to, cycle them out and use Pokemon that are exclusive to the new DLC, preferably. Like last time, hopefully this time I'll get a better balanced team and one that isn't so dreadfully slow, but we'll see. I'll make my choices mostly based on design and not battle prowess, unless something is unusably bad, of course. Okay, the Indigo disc. There we are. Ta-da, we're here. Okay, I have to change that voice. That one's grating. Oh my god. Welcome to my grand Blueberry Academy. Yeah, that one works better. Doesn't hurt as much. This is actually just the entrance. The school itself is mostly underwater. Isn't that amazing? Oh, and did you notice? Look at how blue the place is. I can't tell you how long I spent picking the perfect blueberry color. Let's see, what else? Perhaps you have something you'd like to ask me? Why is the rest of the school underwater? Why did you pick Blueberry for the name? How do you know Director Clavel? Let's start at the top. If we can ask more questions, good. If not, then, well, that's fine too. Really? That's what you're curious about? Well, it's very simple, you see. It's because the school building is attached to an undersea plant that develops natural resources. Right? That's what I've heard. Yes, right, exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth. Always on point, aren't you, Lacey? Oh no, it was nothing. Do we have a guest today? We do. Jay is here as part of the exchange program. Make her feel welcome, eh? Hold on. This is the exchange student from the Paldea region? I suppose I didn't introduce myself, did I? I'm Lacey, one of the second-year students here. You must really be something special, you know? It's rare for Director Serrano to remember the name of a new student. Ha! Just call me out, why don't you? Actually, I've got an idea. Why don't you explain how things work around here, Lacey? You want me to do it? Well, yeah. You know, this tour guide stuff isn't my strong suit. Well, that's certainly true, but still, I imagine there must be someone more suitable than me. Oh, please don't take it like... It's not that I don't want to show you around or anything. Director Serrano just has this bad habit of pushing his duties onto me, you see. And it's just not right. Really letting me have it today, aren't you? That said, this might be my chance to get to know the new student everyone's talking about before anyone else can. That decides it. I will take on this task. Excellent. Now then, let's head straight down this bridge and to the entrance. On you go. Alright, there we are. Looks pretty cool. Now, I personally wouldn't want to live on the open ocean. No, I'm like slightly thalassophobic, I guess. Don't like it when I don't see the bottom of the water. That gives me the creeps. So I don't know if I would want to live here, but visiting sounds cool. Oh, there's a place to battle. This is the entrance to Blueberry Academy. Our school puts a great deal of emphasis on the art of Pokemon battling. We hold official matches on this central court right here at the entrance, and any student can freely utilize this court if it's not otherwise in use. I think it's safe to say that you'll be battling more here than in any other school.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Director Serrano, I think perhaps it's fine if you just leave the tour to me. Still, it's really relaxing here, with the sea breeze blowing over you. Even when no one is battling, you often see students lazing about in the stands. Oh, and there's one other quality of our school that you'll likely find very surprising. Wild Pokemon sometimes terrestrialize here.
Really?
Oh, I suppose that's not anything special to someone from Paldea, is it?
The terrestrial phenomenon was first discovered in the Paldea region after all. But we've taken things a step further than you and your Terra Orbs. We've developed some neat tech ourselves, something that lets us control the terrestrial phenomenon on our own turf. I bet that piques your interest, doesn't it? Yes.
Sir, I think it will be easier to understand how all that works after we go to the lower level. If you could put a little pin in that though, in that thought.
Always thinking ahead, that's our Lacey. Oh, you know what? I think it would be great if the two of you had a battle.
What, right now?
Why not? I'd like to see what Jay here is capable of. And our Lacey is a member of the Elite Four in the league club we have going here. To say nothing of the influence of her father, one of the Unova region's famed gym leaders. I bet you'll learn a thing or two.
Now, which Unova gym leader is she the daughter of? I haven't played the Gen 5 games in such a long time, so I don't have them all in my head. And there's more than just 8 because of the 2 versions of Black and White and Black and White 2. Oh, I wish you wouldn't go spreading personal information without asking first. It's just not right. That's a catchphrase, huh? It's just not right, crossing hands? Okay.
Give me a good show, you two.
I'm sorry, but there is no negotiating with Director Serrano once he gets an idea in his head. There's no way he'll move on with the tour until we've given him his battle. Besides, I have to admit I'm a little excited myself at the chance to battle you. Here at Blueberry Academy we tend to go for double battles. Ooh, let's give one a try and get to know each other a little better. Double battles, I like that, I like that. It's a bit more fun to me than regular battles. Okay. You're challenged by Pokemon Trainer Lacey. You send out Plusland Minun, okay. That's an okay matchup, at least I resist electric, so that's something. I suppose I'm presenting Blueberry Academy in this, representing Blueberry Academy in this battle. The misread cost me everything. Okay, I think we're just gonna go for a classic flower trick, and do we chance it with a? Oh, we are over leveled. Okay, yeah, let's just do the normal attack. There's the flower trick. Ah, it lived. Okay. That was quite the harsh blow. Let's see. How should I turn this around? Bitter Blade. Let's see. Okay. They live, but for how long? Discharge. Plusless Lightning Rod, okay. So that's the strategy they go for. Please don't paralyze me. And you have Volt Absorb. Not very effective on Mojito. There we go. That's the leftovers, right? Yeah, leftovers. Just the most classic of items. Well, let's go for a Flower Trick on Minun. And a... No, wait. Flower Trick on Plusle. and a Bitter Blade on Minun because that absorbs HP and that would be better used on the one with more HP. There we go. Take that one out. And now, come on, the Bitter Blade should do easily enough. There we go. Get some health back. There we go, that's better, that's better. Who do you send out next? Now, of course, it's unfortunate that I'm like that over-leveled for this one, so yeah, but what can I do? I'm not gonna prepare an interim team for the beginning of this DLC. I'm just gonna get a lower level team as I go on. Looks like okay. Accidentally skipped over that. Excadrill? Wait, is that your... Oh, you only have 3 Pokemon? Okay. I mean, that should be neutral. And that should be super effective, unless he outspeeds. Okay, you live. Barely. Do you attack before... Excadrill, sweetie, let's shake them to their core. Okay, so you're gonna attack first. High horsepower, I see. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. But next turn it's over anyways. Now who do we bring in here? Let's see. Who do we bring in? I think Ogapon or Ursaluna. Ogapon. Why not? That's certainly one they probably have not seen here before. Let's Flower Trick again, and that's gonna do it anyways, but let's do a low kick. But Meowscarada at speeds, of course, so there we go. Excadrill fainted. Wonderful stuff. Lacy defeated. Well, you beat me soundly. Alright. Spectacular! You really are quite skilled. I wish I could have seen you terrestrialize one of your Pokemon though. I'd love to see how someone from Paldea does it. The students here at Blueberry Academy were only recently issued Terra Orbs, so I hope you'll be able to teach us more about them.
Well done to the both of you. You really battled it out Blueberry style. Speaking of style, I forgot I had a uniform for you. You'll feel like you fit right in as soon as you're dressing the part. Oh, it's definitely gonna be blue and not purple, right? Yeah, there it is.
It suits you beautifully.
Now that's what I call fashion. Oh, and you can take this as well.
Indigo style card, okay. Having one of these cards increases the selection available to you in boutiques and hair salons, okay.
This should give you a few more options when you visit shops and salons and such in Paldea.
Now that you look the part and hopefully feel it too, why don't we head into the school? You can pick where you want to go from the gates over there. Come on, I can show you the pride of Blueberry Academy, our world famous terrarium. Gladly. So from the gates, where do you want to go? Well, the options are limitless. We're going to the terrarium. Alright, let's see what this holds. Is that just the big map that we saw in the trailer, or is it something else? Down we go. This corridor looks pretty cool, I like it. And there we are, okay. So it is the wide open fields that we saw in the trailer. Neat. There it is. Oh, I see, you know, I see the photographer from the last DLC. That's cool. Let's see. This is it, the park beneath the sea that has gained renown around the world. Our very own terrarium. We may be underwater, but the projectors built into the walls and ceiling make it feel like we're actually outside, don't they?
We've been able to create a comfortable environment for Pokemon through technology.
I designed all this myself, and believe me, it wasn't cheap.
I can imagine. Within this dome, there are 4 distinct biomes. Here we have the nice and toasty subtropical savanna biome. Then off to your right, you see the breezy tropical coastal biome. Further out to your left, you see the craggy, crunchy, rugged canyon biome. Last but not least, way out in the distance, we have the Arctic and snowy polar biome. Each biome's air temperature and humidity levels are regulated with the utmost care. That's why you can find completely different Pokemon species living in each area. We sure put a lot of effort into it. Tell me, Jay, which biome tickles your fancy off the bat?
What do I want in my Pokemon? I'm like, my favorite type is the ground type. Is that sounds like Savannah, right? The craggy canyon biome might have some ground types too, but that screams more rock type to me. This seems like ground, fire, you know, that sort of thing. Maybe some grass stuff as well. Let's just see. It's a very familiar sort of environment, isn't it? The open stretches of land make it very easy to observe how the Pokemon are living. If you need to heal up your team while you're down here, feel free to use the self-serve healing machines we've installed around the terrarium. Oh, that's innovation. Now, oh, wrong voice, my bad. Now then, Director Serrano. Can you explain to us why crystals form here and how the wild Pokemon are able to terrestrialize? But don't you know already, Lacey, that... Oh, I get it. You want me to do the talking. In that case, let me show you. The reason is actually right above our heads. That is the terrarium core, which presides over all that happens in the terrarium. It contains a fluid that we've jam-packed full of a special material from Paldea. It's constantly emitting terrestrial energy. That's what allows Pokemon to terrestrialize in the dome.
Wonderful. Well said, sir. That's exactly right. Though I still don't know what that special material is within the terrarium core itself. It's never been shared publicly, has it?
Oh, you want to know? Well, in fact, it's... Now, what was it? I've plumb forgotten. Briar put all of it together, so I'm not certain myself.
That's what I thought you might say. Bing bong bong bing. Practical battle class will commence shortly in the coastal biome. Students participating in this class should make their way to the coastal biome now. Bong bing bing bong. Oh, it looks like you're just in time to see a class session too. This is too good of a chance to pass up. Won't you join us, Jay? You can get your first taste of our school's classes.
Sure, let's do that.
Teehee, I do love to see that sort of passion for education. I'll go ahead and register the terrarium map on your Rotom phone for you. Thank you very much. The terrarium app has been added to the map app. Yeah, there we go. It's fun to take a stroll through the terrarium on your own time and I think I'd be more of a hassle than anything if you had me holding your hand. So yep, that settles it. Please find your way to the class site in the coastal biome on your own.
Well, doesn't seem like I'm needed here.
Wait, sir, you don't...
But I've made sure that a dorm room has been all set up for you, Jay, so don't forget to give it a visit later. Oh yes, and another thing, could you open your Pokédex app for me? There we go. Add the Pokédex. The Blueberry Pokédex has been added to your Pokédex app. Wonderful. Catch as many Pokemon in here in the terrarium as you please. Don't be afraid to go source buck wild. It's your student life here at Blueberry Academy, so remember to live it up to the fullest.
And there he goes. Well, You can at least count on me to be around when you need me, so there's no call for concern. It's probably time we both head to class. I'll be waiting for you to join us in the coastal biome. Alright, see you there. Now let's see what kind of Pokemon we add to our team. Ah, you're waving to me to show me where we can find you? Are you running? Or are you just gonna run off screen? Oh, you're running off screen. Okay, that's fine too.